Okay, so I did actually find an online private room, so I probably should read these emails, also including the Mountaineer. Dear Sam, I was right about the camera. I'm told the pictures I took were incredible. You see, the paintings of whales and dolphins I discovered in those caves might have been painted by Neanderthals. I don't really understand the significance of it all, but it's definitely what my father was looking for. I don't think I've ever been so happy in my entire life, and it's all because of you. Dad would be happy too, I'm sure of it. Thank you so, so much. I know I nearly gave my mom a heart attack, but this proves it was worth it in the end, right? I made a difference for once, and I can do it again. There may be other secrets of the Death Stranding hidden nearby. I'll be more careful this time, but I have to get back out there and find them. I'll be in touch when I do. And the Mountaineer says, Dear Sam, my wife is doing great now, and it's all thanks to you. You couldn't have demonstrated more clearly the type of support the UCA has to offer. I don't know much about the chiral network, but I know we're part of it now, and that things are better that way. Oh, I have a friend nearby I'd like you to deliver something to. Could you drop by when you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything that I had once? I'll stop. You know, I was thinking just now, the safe house I stayed in, before I left the safe house behind for my journey to the east, always to the east, I left a whole bunch of likes. And when I did, I noticed that this safe house had about like almost 60,000 likes, which, let's say, even if you consider the idea that each individual player probably could be donating anywhere between 0 and dozens of likes, that's still a whole bunch of players who found their way to that online safe house. And that's not the only safe house, or should I say, that's not the only structure I found in which there were tens upon thousands of likes. The question I have is how many of those players are still playing the game? Too steep a slope. Because in theory, like, Death Stranding isn't exactly a game as a service thing. Alright, let's use a ladder. There we go. That seems like a good spot. So there is like a definitive beginning, middle, end. Now, in theory, you could spend a long time playing this game, if you so choose. I am not going to be making that choice, because I'm the kind of guy who would like to play a lot of different games, rather than spend my time playing just a lot of one game. But in theory, like, you could play tons of Death Stranding. Whether it be just for the experience of exploring the lush mountain ranges, the frothy meadows, the irredeemable highs, the incorrigible lows. There are tons of places to go. There are tons of connections to be made. Like, you could spend quite a while forging the connections between yourself and the various people throughout the map, the preppers, the photographer, the mountaineer, the cosplayer, raising everything to 5 stars, building all the roads, beating the bad guys, adding more shortcuts to a world covered in a foundation that you helped build. But this game has been out for a year? 2 years? It's hard to tell time these days. Time is always in flux. The point is, like, how many people, having constructed these extremely well-placed safe houses and extremely well-placed bridges, how many of them are actually still reaping the fruits of their labors? And how many of them are just accruing likes despite the fact that they've moved on to other things? That they, who knows, they might even be playing Death Stranding on the PC now, finding themselves with a different community of players. Or they might be playing something else. But their structures live on as a memory of who they were and where they traveled. Because I believe that's how the game works. You grant something more likes, and that increases the chances that said structure appears in other people's worlds. The more likes it has, the more likely it will maintain itself. So truly the most popular objects, the artifacts that stand the test of time itself, are likely all creations of people who may not even be around anymore. And that, I think, makes this game particularly interesting. The fact that you are not just a participant today, but are always a participant. Albeit indirectly. You are helping waves of players from one group to the next as they fight to reconnect America. But for now, let's see what the Mountaineer wants. Let's see if we can get one last delivery under our belt before we call it a night.
Sam Bridges, there's someone we need you to deliver a package to. She's a strange bird that lives even higher up in the clouds than we do. And the research she's doing, well, it's out there and then some. And we're talking straight up occult stuff, though she wouldn't be very happy hearing me say so.
Oh, okay.
And she claims she's delving into the mysteries of the cosmos. Anyway, I found this rock out in the mountains with a handprint on it. And when I mentioned it to her, she got all excited. I honestly don't know what kind of close encounter she thinks it signifies. But I was wondering if you could bring it to her for me.
Yes, I will take her your pet rock.
My eyes to a few things. Like how there are all these people out there trying to make sense of the Death Stranding in their own way.
Well, I would imagine if this terrible thing that you can't really understand, like, affects the entire world, ultimately you have to be able to find some meaning to it.
You'll find an official order on the terminal.
Alright, but first, let's recycle the used blood bags. The almost destroyed non-lethal assault rifle. Excellent.
Thank you for your continued support.
Alright. We're taking it to the spiritualist. East of here. Always to the east. Bonus points if you know what that's from. I think we only have one ladder left. Because I used it. I don't need more climbing anchors. Or blood bags because I somehow restored my blood bag supply. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's auto-arrange. Oof. This is not going to be pretty. Huh?
Sam, it's just like the one at South Knot City. A vortex loaded with so much chiralium that it's almost off the charts. Slowly but surely, it's creeping closer to us here in Mountain Knot. At least that's what I think, but I can't see it. Not with the naked eye. But the data doesn't lie. It's the same temporal phenomenon that you told me dropped you in a war zone.
I told you. But that wasn't.
The Cupid's limiter can handle most chiral spikes.
Well, more
but
like
didn't plan
he
for another
told
supercell.
Another
Mama.
supercell.
And then...
I told you it was the same as before.
Mama, is that you?
You got me, Sam. It's been a while. But not really. Mulligan, Lochna, we're the same. One body, one mind, one being. There's no point in trying to draw a distinction. Not in this world. We're all connected. Remember that.
Okay. You know, for all of its BS in regards to the whole twins thing, I can buy that. As... no, son of a... Okay. I am going to... Let's see. First, I'm going to check to see if somebody happens to have... There are a lot of boots. So I'm just going to put one pair on. But I'm also going to fabricate... Can I fabricate a power skeleton? Yes, I can. We don't need that. We'll carry that. There we go, I guess. Don't think I've lost too much. Armor plate, and old boots. Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to... Oh, no, son of a... Son of a... My hope is that by using the power skeleton, this will enable me to have an easier job lifting all this crap. I mean, it's going to be a slower walk. Ooh. Nope. That's going to be problematic, unfortunately. Simply because of the train. And oh, look, it's a big ol' Ludens. Let's like it a whole bunch. This is a very, very good bridge. Okay. So let us construct a route. And we just have to go east. Which is off in that direction. It is going to be slow going because unfortunately I'm choosing the power skeleton over the all-terrain skeleton. But for some reason I have this comically huge stack of stuff. And I feel as though that is one of my... It's a complaint I have, but I realize, like, I feel like this is one of the goofier aspects of it that is more Kojima-esque. The entire... And it establishes itself as more of a game. Like, imagine if, like, instead of carrying a ridiculous tower of crap on you, imagine if you just trekked off into the snow and you only had a backpack stuffed with a few things. Like, it would probably be more realistic for what a person... And, like, if you wanted to carry more stuff, then you would need, like, a sled to drag behind. That sort of thing. It would be more realistic, but it definitely would not be half as goofy. Also, am I heading directly into BTs? I don't see any structures. I just see snow-capped mountains as far as the eye can see. Also, when she said that, when the mountaineer said that he was handing me a rock to deliver, I was not expecting 4 separate packages piled onto my back. Huh. What is this? Oh, sandalweed. Okay. That's your cheap boots. Your knockoff boots. If your boots fail you and you've got no other pair, you can just slap some sandalweed under your feet. Unfortunately, there is still the timefall snow. I don't necessarily know what I'm expected to do about that. Let's stop for a second. Is that our maximum stamina? That might be our maximum stamina. Let us drink some... Like, I know that you're able to kind of spot weather patterns on the map. But, like, what do you do with that knowledge? You still have to go from point A to point B, so unless you take a really long trip, and especially, like, I guess if an area is not on the chiral network, you might not necessarily even be able to see its gigantic winds that are just pummeling you. Okay. No, my all-terrain skeleton. Okay. You know, to be fair, this is about as fun as it is to be in an actual snowstorm. Oh, actually, it's probably a little bit less fun because you have the snow and the ice and the freezing temperature. There's also that. No, all-terrain skeleton. I loved you. Also, I cannot see... Oh. More than a few feet in front of me. Nope, nope. How far is the ground? For I cannot see my feet. You know, I would imagine that somebody who lives this far away from other people probably doesn't want anybody knocking on her door. My only hope is that I only have to come here once. Let us drink some Monster energy drink from our level 2 canteen. Oh, thanks, Mountaineer. That took a little while. Watch out for the whiteout. The medical terminal and bioprinter appear to be functioning as intended. The Mountaineer's wife should be able to receive the treatment she needs. Thank goodness. Did you know that it was my better half who designed both of these devices? I know, you said so yourself. In the cinematic. I was there. My partner used to enjoy... Blah, blah, blah. The medical terminal uses hologram technology, and the bioprinter was built upon existing chiral printer tech. The difference, of course, being that this model can be used to synthesize medicines and organic compounds. My partner used to enjoy life in the city. She worked as a researcher there. But when I proposed moving out to provide medical care for preppers, she was happy to follow me. How fortunate for us all, as preppers cannot survive in complete isolation. Neither can I. There is not much of a point in being a medical professional if you've no one to tend to. Indeed, we need to forge and maintain connections of all kinds, and that's just what you're helping us do with your deliveries and by expanding the chiral network. Make no mistake, the bonds between us make us stronger, but you already knew that, didn't you? Hey Sam, I hope this gets through to you. The weather took a turn for a worse a little while ago, and now it's gone full whiteout. Zero visibility up here on the mountain. I hope you weren't caught in as well. If it's not too late, I suggest keeping an eye on the forecast and steering clear. It is too late. Limited visibility is not the only issue with whiteouts, you know. You lose spatial awareness and can't gauge distances. Hell, sometimes you can't literally can't tell up from down. Pretty scary stuff. With your gear, though, you shouldn't be completely helpless. You can use your map to plot a route to your destination. This will show up whenever you use the Audredex cargo scanner to ping your surroundings, even if you literally can't see them. If you lose your way, try switching to compass mode to confirm your destination. I can switch to compass mode? That way you can at least orient yourself in the direction you... How does... This was a thing? Hold on. How long has this first-person compass mode been here? And I could just press... Oh my gosh. Well, at the very least, it's a good thing I read my emails. Because... What am I stuck on? There we go. Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem like it was meant to be played entirely from first person, because this plays very, very odd in compass mode when you're just trying to do everything. But the ability to just jump to a marker that you've placed is definitely very useful. Now, how big of a drop is this? Ah, damn it. How damaged are these? Oof. I have no repair spray. But I'm almost there. Let us... place a climbing anchor. Okay. I am close. Not as close as I... wish I was. Or as close as how my packages wish I was. Also, am I going to have to walk through a whiteout on the way here? Great. What does that mean for the mission? If all of the cargo for this quest has been ruined, am I going to have to load, am I have to go back to the Mountaineer to try the mission again? Like, it probably wouldn't have been so problematic if there wasn't a giant snowstorm and timefall, and a combination of both things.
Begin the scan. Scanning bridges.
Because I can tell you this much for free.
Press ID verified. Weapons detected.
If the game isn't going to make me try this again,
Cargo verified.
I assure you. What just fell? Oh, a ladder. Alright. Technically, it's delivered.
Sam Bridges, I've been expecting you. The Mountaineer told me all about you. This handprint you brought me, or stencil as I prefer to call it, is a vital clue. It hails from an era long before the dawn of human history. I'm going to date it and lay bare the cause of the Death Stranding. And when I do, all the secrets of the cosmos shall be revealed. Did you know this mountain used to be a pyramid in ancient times? It's true. You won't find a place closer to the beach than this. To the wellspring, a source of untold power. How else do you think that chiral network of yours works? But I digress. Show me the stencil.
Sure. Just 100% condition.
It's
Good.
in excellent condition.
I'll take that. Let's see how low my grade was for this one. Oh. So the container was damaged, but the cargo was not. So I still get an S rating. I'll take it.
All right, connect me to the chiral network.
Consider it done. All right. 1, 2, 3, 5 more, I think.
Now I have everything I need to date the stencil. Once I have my results, I'll share them with you and your colleagues at Bridges. You've done a good thing, Sam.
Thanks.
Find anything else, be sure to bring it straight to me. I'll be waiting. You should take this. I'm certain that it will be of use to you in your journey.
It is a giant rock. Oh. Okay. Oh. Sure. Why not?
Until we meet again, my friend.
Sam, it worked. BB-28 is in excellent condition. No evidence of lingering attachments or homesickness either. Perhaps its memory was erased after all. All that remains
Probably
is to
not.
pick it up and take it for a run. I was hoping to return it to you as soon as possible, but I don't want to. I mean, I do, but it's a little more complicated than that.
Well, for one, I'm like way in the
We've
mountains.
got a problem. You may have heard about the massive supercell heading right for Mountain Knot City.
Yes.
I left my facility to perform some additional tests on the BB in the field, and now I find myself unable to return. You know the cabin on the mountainside, northeast of Mountain Knot? Let's meet there.
Okay. At the very least, it's not making me go all the way back to Mountain Knot City.
Please access delivery terminal for further information.
But I think this is going to be where I stop for the night. Got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.